Are you ready? If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya. What's up? I'm awesome. Hello, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, really? Really? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yowie, wowie. Like mom. Baby. It's true. Believe that. Finally, the 2 Words podcast has come back to LTN.
And it is good to be back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2 Words podcast, season 9.
Whew.
It's finally here.
Hey.
It's a long awaited. We're starting to release seasons kind of like Stranger Things.
Yeah, just,
Do you realize
Years apart.
the first episode of Stranger Things was released under the Obama administration?
That's insane.
I'm pretty sure.
Aren't they only on isn't the next season just like
It's
the
next
5th
season,
season?
season 5.
Yeah, in the last season. Crazy.
Like, that's nuts. But we're not here to talk about Stranger Things. We're here to talk about wrestling. And we're back. And it's been kind of a long time.
Yeah.
Have you missed us? We've missed you.
We had WrestleMania, and that's about it.
We had WrestleMania. Yeah, we did a WrestleMania show. We did the WrestleMania week. But that's really all we've done in the last 9 months.
7, 8, yeah, somewhere
Something
around
like
there.
that.
Yeah.
And just to give you a brief explanation as to our absence, back in January, we were getting ready for the beginning of what would be season 9, and we're kind of in talks about it. And Radio Matt texted me and was like, "Hey, are you like good to go in a month?" And I was like, "No." Because both of us were juggling everything going on in our lives. And I had texted, I think I had texted you first and was like, "Hey, what if we just took a semester off?"
Right.
And you were like, "Oh my gosh, I've been thinking the exact same thing." Because we've got all of our other ministries going on. We had all, taking care of our family, taking care of our ministries. And unfortunately, we had to cut something. And I think for both of us, we decided this had to be it on the chopping block. But we always promised that we would come back, and come back we have. Now, the intention always was to come back and return to our bi-monthly episodic show that delves into current events and lighthearted fun discussion on the subject that we always boil down to 2 words. But recently, Radio Matt and I kind of sat down and realized that is becoming increasingly unsustainable.
Yeah. Like we said, 8 seasons of this already.
Yeah.
It's hard to rely so heavily on like nostalgia and lists and things like that.
In our defense, I didn't think anybody was going to, I thought we were going to get canceled.
We're a 2-season show.
Long before this.
Certainly.
Long before this. Thought we were just going to kind of fade off into existence. And so Radio Matt and I have kind of made a decision. We came together and decided that moving forward, we are going to be doing a once monthly show leading into whatever the current WWE PLE is. This month it's SummerSlam. Next month it's Survivor Series.
No,
next
Survivor
month.
Series until November.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what next month is. Is it?
It's probably
Money in
like
the
Bash
Bank.
of Berlin or Night of Champions or
Oh,
something.
it's Clash in Paris, I think, is next.
Clash in Paris.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel good coming off the tongue. But whatever.
So depending on the time of year, it's between every 3 to 4 weeks, or around WrestleMania it'll be like a 6-week break before WrestleMania. But
Yeah.
just whenever there's going to be a WWE show,
Yeah.
expect a 2 words the Friday before.
And that's not going to stop us talking from AEW. But that
Right.
just hasn't been our game so far. And nobody's really complained.
Correct.
Nobody seems to have noticed. So we're going to give our standard, hey, yo, we're going to discuss the current state of affairs or the current big thing and give our predictions for the upcoming PLE. But here's the most important thing. No seasons, no breaks, every month, right here.
I mean, technically, they'll still be called seasons.
How will we divide up the seasons?
The back half of this year will be season 9. And then I think just starting next year, each year will be a season.
Why don't just, like, the whatever after WrestleMania constitutes a season?
Yeah. All right.
That feels like a solid break.
So here to WrestleMania,
will be
we can do that. That'll work.
Okay.
That's their season, technically.
That's, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah.
That's how I would kind of cap it off. And so without further ado, do we want to talk about the big thing first, or do we want to talk about the big thing?
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's just get it out of the way. Unfortunately, we'll have to start off on kind of a downer. What was the day? Thursday? Saturday. Friday?
Recently.
Friday, July 24th, the immortal Hulk Hogan passed away. We live in a world without Hulk Hogan anymore. Mm-hmm. That's weird to me. That's always weird when celebrities that have always been around are no longer around.
That's a good point. That I think has struck me the most is that, like, he's one of the first celebrities I remember as a child being aware of. Yeah. Because he was a big deal when I was a little kid. He was on the Chef Boyardee commercial, or his fake version of Chef Boyardee commercials.
Pasta Mania.
Yeah, he was everywhere back then.
A former, just to name a little bit, a former NWA champion, an IWPG champion, heavyweight champion, a 6-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a 6-time WWF champion, a 2-time Royal Rumble winner, and a WWE Tag Team Champion. And I will give you a high five if you can tell me what that tag team was.
It wasn't Randy Savage?
Nope.
Who was it?
Edge.
What?
According... And I just realized my journalistic integrity may be called in.
Hold on.
According to Wikipedia.
I think that sounds right. I think I remember that.
While he's looking that up.
Yeah,
yes,
I just want to see a photo of it.
We do sort of understand that Hulk Hogan in the last few years has been a little bit problematic.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, when was that, dude?
The 2002.
2002
is when they won the tag team championship, July 4th, 2002.
That's
defeating Billy and Chuck. Another
Billy and
fun
Chuck, who
tag team in the 2000s.
Is that Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo? Right?
With their weird... Are they, aren't they?
I'm always... I find it interesting when you look at that storyline, just to sort of go off for a second.
Bit of a tangent.
When you look at that storyline, that storyline made it through, but when Eric Bischoff tried to do almost the exact same storyline with the West Hollywood Blondes in WCW, they got protested.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that was weird.
And so, I've always thought that was strange, but
anyway, Hogan being a polarizing figure.
Yeah, Hogan was very polarizing, especially in the last couple of years, because unfortunately, he had a tendency to very obviously bend the truth, which some would call lying, but a kerfuffle. To occasionally bend the truth and to use some language towards races that may have been racist.
Pretty frowned upon. And then, of course, he's not done himself any favors being so heavily in the Donald Trump camp either in the last few years.
No.
Just all around, people see these last, 2 decades as rough.
Do you know how,
to put it lightly,
polarizing you have to be when like your sex tape doesn't even come into the conversation of crazy things you've done. Do you realize how polarizing you have to be? But I think that MJF, I recently come upon a video of MJF. He was doing an interview. It was the weirdest interview I've ever seen in my life. He was getting a massage from the guy interviewing him, like a full body massage, like a shiatsu massage.
Is this the next gimmick? I mean, do we need a gimmick?
I don't know.
For all these shows?
I think it was for like a podcast. I'll have to look it up.
That's weird.
They asked about Hogan. He said, "Listen, like, yeah, Hogan was a liar and a racist. Like, there's nothing you can, we can't forgive him for that. But to also suggest that, like, he is not one of the most important figures in all of wrestling. Like, two things can be true at once." And so,
I mean, it's the same conversation we had about Vince McMahon.
Exactly.
Vince McMahon, arguably guilty of far worse things. But there's no WWE without him. There's no professional wrestling as it stands right now. Without him.
Not even.
And so
not
same
even
thing
kind
with
of.
Hogan. There's no way we would have gotten the kind of star power, the kind of mainstreamization, I guess, of professional wrestling without Hulk Hogan. He was the face that carried it for children, for families, and all that back in the 80s.
The only reason we have the term Monday Night Wars is because of Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's just for all the things that he claims to have invented, that he very obviously did not. That is one of the things he can claim is like WCW. There's only a handful of guys that you can say saved WCW and gave us a reason gave it the ability to compete with WWF.
Yeah.
And that was, Lex Luger showing up, and Hulk Hogan. And
twice. Hulk Hogan first being a face of WCW TV and then being the catalyst for the NWO and all that. Like he had two major milestones with WCW that pushed forward our current state of affairs.
Do you prefer the more natural version of Hulk Hogan that existed in WCW, or are you more of like give me the roided out 22-inch python early WWF Hogan? Because when you look at him, you're like, oh, Hogan looks kind of sick. No, he just stopped doing steroids and he got healthy.
That's a hard distinction to make. I guess the latter Hogan, because I do prefer Hollywood Hogan to
Hollywood Hogan was great.
To red, white, real American Hogan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess when it comes down to it, it's a simple matter of we don't have to honor the person that he was in private.
Yeah.
But we can honor the legacy that he left on the business.
I'm going to say something that might be polarizing.
Oh, fun.
I'm going to say something that might make season 9 the last season. I don't know. Probably not. If it does,
started.
Like, we went to the moon, and I'm sorry that the Nazis helped us get there. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be proud of ourselves for getting to the moon.
That's wild.
They were bad people and really good rocket scientists, which probably helped make them worse people.
No, you know what? I don't think that's as polarizing as you think it is. You're essentially saying Hogan could have been a Nazi. Look what we did here. He wasn't a Nazi.
But
definitely not as bad as a Nazi.
Definitely, probably not.
Wasn't calling for genocide.
He wasn't. He just called you to say your prayers and take your vitamins. And hopefully the recent stories of his faith journey are true. However, there is last thing I'll say on this, there is an AI generated picture that kept going around. And it was a poorly generated, like it was like, hey, that kind of looks like Andre the Giant, and that kind of looks like Roddy Piper. And it's all of these wrestlers like welcoming Hulk Hogan into heaven, which I don't have a problem with. But it was like Hogan and Ultimate Warrior and Andre the Giant. And I think it was one other guy. And then on the end, there was the Iron Sheik. And they're all like arms wide open, smiling that Hulk Hogan was there. And I kept telling people, like, there is absolutely no way that the Iron Sheik, whose last tweet, the last thing he put on the internet was defaming Hulk Hogan. There is no way that the Iron Sheik is happy that Hulk Hogan's there with him. Like, not a chance.
Good point. Yeah.
But
yeah, defaming Hulk Hogan puts it lightly too. Yeah. Just like for the last several years, most of his Twitter has been
like the last thing he tweeted before he died was hatred for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
What else we got going on?
Is that elephant gone now? Okay.
I guess so.
Well then, hey yo, Chad Gable accidentally confirmed that he was the original El Grande Americano.
No.
Which I couldn't believe. But
how dare he lie to us?
Chad Gable, while appearing at a Minnesota Twins game last Sunday, Gable revealed that he's been nursing a rotator cuff injury, which gave him some unexpected time off from the road. And he said one of his proudest recent moments was his WrestleMania singles match. But Chad Gable did not have a WrestleMania singles match.
That's not so. Who could it have been?
So clearly fans now know, if they were in doubt, as I was.
Cat's out of the bag.
That he's talking about his surprise bout with Ray Phoenix as El Grande Americano. Since Gable's absence, of course, the Americano mask has been worn by Ludwig Kaiser, even at some AAA events, which is cool. Kaiser reprised the role this last Raw, attempting to intervene in the World Tag Team title match. Dragon Lee chased him off, only for another El Grande Americano to show up moments later to cost LWO the match. And apparently that is Pete Dunne as Americano 3 now.
Okay.
Dunne hasn't been seen on TV since May, but he's reportedly been working behind the scenes at Lucha Libre AAA, which might explain the crossover.
He's going to be at the next Bloodsport, I think.
Yeah. So to recap, Gable, original El Grande Americano, Kaiser, the current one, and Dunne just got added to the mix. We could have a whole El Grande Americano stable eventually.
It's just the El Grande Americanos.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I love that. Here's what and I know that, like, the last time, I guess going back to Hogan, I know the last time Hogan was on air, like, he got deafeningly booed out the building. Mm-hmm. But like to have him come out as what was his luchador, the Real American?
It was something. It was something close to that.
America.
Mr. America.
Mr. America. Like, they had an opportunity. To do something there.
They did. It was the same gimmick too.
It's the exact same gimmick. It's the exact same gimmick.
It was clearly him. He was doing the same mannerisms, the same movements, but he just wore a lucha mask.
Just that's it.
It's silly, it's goofy, and it's a whole lot of fun. So
yeah, I love the Americano style. I mean, and even just like the entrance of the gladiators is this music. Like, I love the whole thing. I hope nothing but the best for Chad Gable. Hey yo, Jesse Ventura is out on out of commentary for Saturday night's main event.
Thank goodness.
Really?
Yes. Have you heard it?
I have.
It's awful.
Why don't you tell me? Andrew B. Basigo.
To come down to the Baja.
The best thing that's happened on this show was you reading the Book of James as Jesse Ventura. The best thing we've ever done. Right up there with Shakespearean R-Truth.
Which apparently, we found out, if you didn't know, apparently R-Truth did not like our Shakespearean R-Truth thing.
Yep.
And blocked our Twitter account.
Yep.
Like we were trying when we thought he got fired, which I guess he did technically get fired, but during that very brief window when he was fired, we were like tweeting out support for R-Truth as one of our favorite characters on the show, and we couldn't tag him.
Yeah.
He blocked us.
Come to find out, he had blocked us. And he had definitely blocked us after that video came out.
Yeah, because we tagged him in the video.
After What Ho came out. So
I thought he would love it. What Ho?
It can't be R-Truth that actually blocked us, though.
No,
it has to be somebody that
account. I don't think anyone runs his account.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. But Jesse Ventura is out of commentary for Saturday Night's Main Event. I've kind of liked him.
I didn't mind the nostalgia aspect of it.
The Hall of Famer is out after comments made during the May edition of Saturday Night's Main Event. Ventura was serving on the commentary during a steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And during the match, Ventura criticized talent for being able to win by leaving the cage. Because he didn't go over the top of the cage. It's one of the only times like he just kind of opened the door and walked out, which is but it is a long-standing rule for the cage matches. And he declared on air, what kind of BS is that? And so Ventura's criticism of WWE's presentation has affected his role moving forward. Fans should expect to see less of Ventura going forward, according to a report from Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. His role was seen as a fiasco, and the call was made to not let him announce any longer.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll still be a host for it.
Yeah.
Because I liked that. I liked them opening up the show at the little stage thing. But
if we've learned anything from Jesse Ventura, it's that nobody's going to tell him what he can and can't say.
That's true.
And so,
but were they not told how the match was going to finish? I would assume the announcers kind of know what to expect, so they'll know where they're going to be going.
I mean, some guys don't.
I've never thought about that though.
Yeah, some guys. I know that Josh Matthews has always said I don't ever get the end of the match. That's why he took so long to announce that The Undertaker had lost his streak. Because he's like, that can't be real. Know that. I didn't know that was going to happen. And,
Okay.
I don't know. I like the nostalgia. Like you said, it's the nostalgia.
Yeah, it's all nostalgia.
I like the presentation of Saturday Night's Main Event.
It is fun, I will admit. Speaking of that, Seth Rollins seemingly out. Probably. Seth Rollins appears to be officially out of SummerSlam. Rollins reportedly injuring his knee with a match with LA Knight at Saturday Night's Main Event on July 12th. A match night one on the fly because plans had to be changed mid-bout due to the injury. According to Body Slam, the original plan was for Rollins to win that match and then for him and Knight to run it back at SummerSlam and Knight pick up the win there.
Okay.
With then the idea being this is the heist point too. He's going to lose. Rollins is going to lose his early match, and then he's going to insert himself in the Gunther versus CM Punk match. And, I guess that wasn't really supposed to be the plan. But either way, originally it was going to be Gunther versus Seth Rollins, right? And then that kind of got changed. Anyway, whatever the case, it seems that he's out, but there's also a very large contingent of the wrestling rumor mill that's saying Seth Rollins did get a knee injury, but it's not nearly as bad as they're saying, and that he's going to pop up and do just that at the end of night one.
Could be.
And do another heist because it's the first two-night SummerSlam. They want a big memory.
Do something.
And heist 2, that would do it. So who knows? He might be there. Unfortunately, that means Knight misses out, though, on being on the show at all.
There was a couple of weeks ago, it was, they all came out and did a promo. Seth Rollins' new little faction. This was before he got hurt. Mm-hmm. And Braun Breaker got the mic and was like, I am the most talented wrestler in all of WWE. And you could see in the background, CM Punk and Paul Heyman just kind of start looking at each other. It's like, did he just say just say that he's the most talented guy? And then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman started cutting a promo in Spanish against Penta. And Seth Rollins could be seen in the background going, he knows Spanish? That's not good Spanish, you can tell, but like...
That's funny.
It was Spanish. It's a very fun faction to watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying it. Even without Rollins there, I'm still enjoying it.
I don't know. I think... Because you also realize, like, Rollins... How much more gas does Rollins have in the tank? Because we're done seeing guys make it to 60 and still wrestle, I think. Mm-hmm. I just don't think Rollins is going to... I think, like, Cody Rhodes only has about five or six more years. Seth Rollins can't stop getting hurt right before the big moments.
That's what I'm more concerned about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins just keeps getting injured.
Like, right before the big moments in his life. Mm-hmm. And so he keeps actually capturing the quote-unquote brass ring and then, like...
Dropping it.
He has to drop it because of, whatever. So I'm interested to kind of see where that goes. I know that him and Cody Rhodes produced, like, the last 2 segments of an episode of Raw several years ago. And it was like nobody made it into, like, all of the writers couldn't make it to the show because of some weather delay. And they're like, so we just produced the show. Like,
that's cool.
We produced a whole bunch of these matches. And so I think he probably has a good future in that. But yeah, if he can't stay healthy, like, at some point, what are we going to do? Mercedes Moné now holds 8 championships.
Yeah, I saw that photo. That was crazy.
The AEW TBS champion, which sounds like a fake championship. It sounds like the championship you get, like, it sounds like it's in the same, and I know it's not, but it sounds like it's in the same, like, hierarchy as, like, the Nathan's hot dog eating championship. Like, it's real, right. But anyway, the current AEW TBS champion has added 2 more championships to her already impressive collection, winning a winner-take-all match at a primetime wrestling event in Kozlo, Poland on Sunday, July 27th, defeating Diana Strong to become both the inaugural primetime women's champion and the first ever Bestia wrestling women's champion. So Moné now holds the AEW TBS Championship, the AEW Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament Championship, which is probably another one of those championships, kind of like the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Right.
Like, we'll see it once you won it, but it's gone now. The Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Championship, which is weird because she's not British. The Queen of Southside Championship, the CMLL Women's Championship, the European Wrestling Association's Women's World Championship, the Primetime Women's Women's Championship, and the Bestia Wrestling Women's Championship.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And I don't mean to disparage that. And I know that I've not always been the kindest to Mercedes Moné because I've never gotten it. Mm-hmm. Like, I've just, it's like Shinsuke Nakamura. I just, good, talented. I don't get it.
All right.
But at the same time, like, this is fun. Zack Ryder's doing the exact same thing.
Right.
This is just us playing the Zack Ryder card. Matt Cardona, sorry. Like,
he'll always be Zack Ryder in here.
Always be the Long Island IZ to me, baby. But even, like, you look at, like, the boxing world, like, a lot of times people will go to these different boxing promotions and boxing leagues, and they win all these championships. And so they walk in with 8 boxing championships. I don't know. Can you be the best of 8 worlds?
I guess.
That's how I'd market myself.
The problem is that her top championship, her most well-known championship, is the TBS championship.
It's the TBS Women's World Championship. Is named after a network.
A network that highly specializes in playing Family Guy reruns.
The network that is, like, the rerun channel for the network that AEW is on.
Yeah. Speaking of controversy from earlier, Hey, yo, Chris Benoit's theme song has been re-recorded.
It has. They started playing it again.
Yeah, rock band Our Lady Peace have re-recorded Whatever, the WWE entrance theme once used by Chris Benoit, in an effort to raise awareness for suicide prevention. The band has had retired the song following the 2007 tragedy involving Benoit and his family, which was a murder-suicide possibly induced by steroid
I would probably
abuse.
say I would from a non-medical position or opinion, a like a mixture of a lot of things.
Yeah. Initially, it was like, yeah, this was roid rage, and as the years have gone by, they've been like, it's probably that plus a few other problems.
I have heard that when they opened up his head, his brain just looked like scrambled eggs.
Yeah. And so they performed it live for the first time in over 2 decades during their show in Calgary. It's now titled Whatever. How do you say is it Redux or Redo?
I always say redo.
Do you say Redo?
Redo, but I say it with like a little French accent.
Redo.
Redo.
The updated version is available on streaming platforms. All the proceeds from that song will be going towards suicide prevention initiatives across North America. In a statement that they posted on YouTube, it said, we feel that enough time has passed that it was necessary to re-record Whatever to help shine a light on suicide prevention and mental health awareness.
Yeah.
So taking something associated with darkness and using it to...
It's a dope song.
Spark hope. It is. It's a good song.
Yeah. No, I like that. And at some point, like, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to take it back. Like, it was your song. You put some sort of effort into that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad for Our Lady Peace. Cody Rhodes' favorite band. That was what he said when he was interviewed on the Stone Cold podcast, and he did like the rapid fire where he said that his favorite Zelda game was what was it, Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild?
Either one of those is the right answer.
Yes. And it was like, what's your favorite,
I think
band?
he said Ocarina of Time.
He might have said Ocarina. He said, what's your favorite band? And he said, Our Lady Peace. And nobody knew who Our Lady Peace was. And then he looked it up and was like, oh. So,
anyway, that's
good.
cool.
Good for you in artistry. Well,
that's my last news, by the way.
Okay. Well, then moving on into our SummerSlam predictions. We have a 2-night SummerSlam coming up. Yay!
Who doesn't want 2 exhausting pay-per-views in a row? Plus NXT and I think AAA too.
My problem with two nights is that the second night always loses steam.
I think they're trying to counteract that. I really think they're trying to counteract that by putting more of the banger matches on the second night.
It could be.
That's what I felt like at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
WrestleMania first night was like, that was fine. And the second night was like, these really good matches. I think they're trying to plan for that.
Yep.
But a lot going on.
A lot of stuff happening. And so I guess we'll just kind of start from the top. Night 1. The World Heavyweight Championship, which we've kind of already talked about a little bit, between Gunther and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm. You get to pick first.
Oh yeah, I do get to pick first
because I'm still the champion.
Yeah, you're the champion. Whatever. I don't know.
This is a hard one.
For me, it's hard to go like, who do we get to take the title off of Gunther, so that Gunther still looks like Gunther. You know.
Yeah.
CM Punk's a good option. I think it'd be a long time coming for CM Punk. I'll go out on a limb. I'll take CM Punk for this match.
Yeah. I said CM Punk too. I don't think he needs a title, honestly. He's kind of like wrestling royalty here. Like, he doesn't really need a title to be a main eventer, but I think he does deserve one. But I'm also really all in on the theory that Seth's knee is not as bad and that he's going to show up and either make it a triple threat like he did with Lesnar and Reigns and then win it, or take it off Punk immediately after Punk wins it.
Yeah.
To set up the next chapter of their what will be an amazing feud once they get deep into it. I'm hopeful that's what happens. If that's not what happens, I still want CM Punk to win. It's just not going to be as exciting for me after the fact.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I will go CM Punk as well.
The Women's World Championship is going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
That's the WWE Women's Championship.
WWE Women's Championship. What did I say?
Women's World.
Whatever.
That's the other one. Get them right, John.
The Divas Championship. The Butterfly Belt. I like Tiffany Stratton in this match. I like Jade Cargill in most matches. Because you like Jade Cargill is kind of back to the Gunther, like she's strong. You can't make Jade Cargill look weak.
Is it pronounced Cargill?
It's Cargill.
Okay.
It's a double L at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Like, have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Because you just said it that way 3 times.
Yep. Cargill. Jade Cargill. Has Cargill had a championship yet?
Just the tag titles.
I'll take Cargill on that one.
Unfortunately, I also am taking Jade Cargill. Cargill.
Cargill.
I feel like Stratton has had the title for a while and retained it pretty well. But
she's a good champion.
Yeah, but at the moment, I don't think there's anything happening with her that's exciting.
Yeah.
Even the build up to this match hasn't really been much. And so Jade has been a central figure in the women's division for a while now, and I'm sure that we've got a Jade versus Bianca Belair feud on the horizon. I think this would be a good MacGuffin for that, her having the title.
Yeah. So. Now, the only thing that I worry about is now you have this weird, like, Naomi seems to always be in the background of things.
I think Naomi's done since she moved to the other brand.
Okay.
By going after that other title and taking that other title. I think that's paused for now.
Oh, is she champion now?
Yeah, remember?
When I paid attention.
Yeah. She won the title at the pay-per-view, at the Evolution pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right.
Both of us didn't watch it live because we were both at the theater separately watching Superman. But
That's true. That's true.
But I did go back and watch it. And it was, the Evolution pay-per-view was pretty good.
Was it? I'll have to go check it out.
It wasn't as good as I remember the first one being. I remember being blown away by the first one. But it was still pretty good. A lot of really good matches.
Well, next up is probably the most fascinating match, the most important match, and maybe the greatest match to ever be booked in the history of the WWE. I am obviously, I don't need to tell you, but I'm obviously talking about Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Hey,
Did you ever think I'd say that?
Jelly Roll's looking pretty good. He's lost a lot of weight.
He's lost a lot of weight.
And
oddly enough, thank you, Burt Kreischer.
Right. And pulled off quite a few decent moves in the lead up to this so far. I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll be fun, but if Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre lose that match, like,
I get it.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way, right? But at the same time, I'm gonna like, oh, maybe they'll book that way.
I mean, they do like to let the celebrities get the win pin every now and then. Yeah,
I'm gonna take Orton and Roll.
Okay. I'll take Drew and Logan, but that's assuming Drew McIntyre is able to get out of the United Kingdom. Have you heard about this?
No.
I almost made it a hey-yo, but it's not really worthy of a whole story. He went to a friend's wedding, forgot his U.S. passport, or lost it or something. He doesn't have it. He has his U.K. passport, but they will not let him get on the plane to come back to America because he doesn't have his U.S. passport.
Lovely.
And so now he's got to work that out, and they still are not sure if he will make it back in time. By the time you're listening to this, he might already be back. You'll be able to tell if he's out on SmackDown or not tonight. But at the time of recording, they're still not positive he'll even make it back by the weekend. And so apparently the plan is in place for The Miz to take his spot if he doesn't make it back.
Oh, they're definitely losing if The Miz takes his spot.
I know, that would throw it off for me, but I'll stick with Logan Paul's team. Just because there's nothing on the line.
Of course.
There's no titles, and they need to keep their villains looking strong.
Sure.
And so usually when there's not a title on the line, the villains will win in this kind of situation.
Fair enough. Something very similar happened. I was just telling this story. My old youth pastor, we had done a mission trip down to Mexico, and on the lead up, like every meeting before going to this mission trip, he was like, y'all better have your passports. If you don't have your passports, you can get stopped at Border Patrol. And I'm not bringing you. You're just going to be stuck in Mexico. Like, you're just going to be stuck. So we go on this mission trip and we come back, and guess who doesn't have their passports? My youth pastor and his wife.
Wow.
And suddenly, we're not leaving people behind in Mexico. Like suddenly everybody, we can figure something out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Orton and Jelly Roll, and you're going to take McIntyre and Paul.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the women's tag team champions. Our championship is the Judgment Day versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I can't believe this happened last time, and it went down the way it did last time.
Yeah.
So very strange to me, which is why I'm going to pick the exact same way that I did last time. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair to win.
I'm also going to do the exact same thing I did, and I'm going to keep it with Judgment Day. I think they are going to keep the straps on the team for a few months until Liv Morgan is close enough to being cleared that they can start a proper love triangle feud with Roxana Perez. I don't think they have any reason to take them off of the Judgment Day right now. And I don't think, while the Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss pairing is fun, I don't necessarily think it's going to be long-term enough to justify them having the titles.
Yeah, I know.
Alternatively, they could win them and then lose them immediately at the next pay-per-view.
Just like Becky Lynch did at WrestleMania.
That's also very likely or possible, but I'm going to stick with Judgment Day.
So I'm typing it out because we're really bad at keeping our records.
Yeah.
And a while back, Santino Marella was on NXT.
Yeah, I watched that.
And he said something about the Judgmental Day.
It was so good.
And I accidentally just typed Judgmental Day. He said the Judgmental Day.
I watched his segment.
A Roddy de Pepper.
A good amount of times. It was fun.
Gosh, he is so fantastic. Mm-hmm. How do you think he would say Radio Matt? Radio Matthew.
Yeah. Yeah. Radio Mathen.
Radio Matthew. After that, is this night 2 or is this night?
We're still on night 1.
Still night 1. Okay.
We still got, I think, 2 more on night 1.
Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Braun and Bronson.
And I mean, if Seth Rollins was still confirmed to be healthy, it'd be kind of easy to go like, yeah, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, because
right,
like the last time Roman Reigns had a big match at a big pay-per-view, Seth Rollins interrupted. I don't know.
Yeah, this could go either way.
Because really, I feel like both sides need this. But I think that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, why don't they just call it Braun? So that's going to be the tag team. Braun Breaker Reed.
The Bronze.
The Bronze. Bronze and the Brain. That should be their faction name.
Give them a French gimmick, and they could be the LeBrons.
We're the LeBrons.
We're LeBrons.
I think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed need it a little bit more because they have not had like a solidification as a team yet. And yes, Braun Breaker's won the IC championship, but only for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like half a second. I will go ahead and go with Reigns and Uso then. This is really a toss-up. I do think Reigns needs to show that he's still some sort of dominant force after being gone so long and having no real accolades to his recent runs. But I do think that Braun is not the one that's going to take the pin. It would be Bronson that takes the pin, because I do think they're still building up Braun to eventually be a big thing.
To be like the next.
I know, like, rumored plans are eventually Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. Yeah. Not probably this WrestleMania, but like a soon WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna build Braun Breaker up to be the next Goldberg, which I believe, he's got to start winning bigger time. Now, here's the one that I'm afraid it's gonna go down poorly. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. There is absolutely no reason this match should be difficult to pick. And
you think
yet,
so, huh?
I don't think there should be. I think that, like...
You think this should clearly be a Sami Zayn...
No, I think this should clearly be a Karrion Kross. I think clearly we need Karrion Kross to win something.
I agree.
But for no reason, we've decided Sami Zayn can't lose big matches to big guys. We just can't have it happen. And I'm all for an underdog story. But like...
He's been the underdog so many times.
That now he's no longer. He's no longer the Underhound. Just not how it's going to work. So I want Karrion Kross to win because I also want Karrion Kross to win.
Yeah.
I want Karrion Kross to get a big push. But at the same time, it's kind of that LA Knight thing.
Yeah.
It just seems for no reason.
You're making me doubt my choice. Yeah. By mentioning LA Knight. Because LA Knight's been the fan favorite for so long and just is getting nothing.
Yep.
But are you officially picking Sammy?
I'm gonna pick Karrion Kross.
Okay, because I also am picking Kross, and I think it's for that same reason. But my reasoning was he's been gaining traction with the fans lately.
Yeah,
and they need to capitalize on that or lose it. But then you said LA Knight, and I'm like, but
LA Knight's been grand transfer for 6 years.
Yeah, golly. But yeah, I'll stick with Kross. I think the storyline would be better if he wins. So I hope he does. All right, night two.
Night two, we have the undisputed WWE
Let's
Championship.
Let's save that for last. Let's do that last.
Fine, we'll do that last. Whatever. Thought I was the host of the show.
Who shows this? All right.
Whatever. I thought this was 2 words with John and Matt, but I guess it's not.
Radio Matthew. And Jonathan Burgess.
And Johnny Rockets. I've missed this. So I guess then we'll have the Women's World Championship, which is Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. I don't see them taking this off of Naomi.
There's no way. She's hotter than she's been in years right now.
You know, I mean, as long as I've known that Naomi was champion, which is about 5 minutes, I've really just felt like this has been a good decision, you know?
What? They did it? You know? Wow. I've really enjoyed this run for the last 5 minutes. No, she is heel Naomi right now is the best version of Naomi so far, and they'll just kill the momentum if they take it off her this quickly.
Yeah. This I did see the proceed with caution thing. That's a pretty cool little gimmick there.
Pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like it.
Great. Women's Intercontinental Championship. It is Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria.
People don't like Lyra's bird gimmick. I like it a lot.
I love it.
I love the wings that she wears to the pay-per-views. Those are dope.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As long as she doesn't put horns on, it's not crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Becky's been champion for a while.
Nah, but not too long.
Months. I don't know. Who are you picking?
You want me to pick first?
I'll let you pick first on this one.
I was going to pick Lyra. I feel like it seems like a proper ending to the series. Lyra getting her revenge. I don't think they need to drag out this feud any longer. I don't know what they would do with her if she loses this match and can't challenge for it again, because that's the stipulation.
Yeah.
Because she's clearly not ready for the main title yet.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good. You've convinced me. Because it's got to end at SummerSlam. Like it's kind of that to me, and I know that it does not work out this way, but I sort of feel like anything you do, it's like a Chekhov's gun kind of thing, where anything you do at WrestleMania has to be paid off at SummerSlam.
By SummerSlam.
And anything you do at SummerSlam has to show up and come full circle.
I feel like
by WrestleMania. It doesn't happen most of the time that way.
Yeah, I feel like that's maybe 50% of the time the case. But it does make sense that it should be the case.
But we don't need Becky Lynch to be the Intercontinental Champion anymore.
No, and she can start farting around in the upper title again.
Yeah.
Which would be fun.
I just would love to see...
Did you see Happy Gilmore too?
I have not yet. Is it good?
She's good.
Her and MJF are in it, right?
MJF is great in it. He's one of Happy Gilmore's sons.
That's awesome.
And it's fantastic. That's the most I've ever seen MJF smile. Like a genuine smile.
Fun. That's fun.
It was good.
I'll have to watch that.
No,
I really want to watch that because I love John Daly. Like, John Daly is one of my favorite golfers of all time.
Well, there are 1,000 celebrity cameos in this movie.
That's good.
And flashbacks to the first movie almost too many times. Like, it exists as just a love letter to the first movie.
Hey, you remember this movie we made?
It's really weird how much there are flashbacks.
You remember this movie you quoted all throughout high school?
But it was still very, very nice.
Grandma.
Very nice. Look at the name tag.
Look at the name tag, Grandma. I just went my little fingers here. Ben Stiller is fantastic.
He is.
That and Heavyweights are two of Ben Stiller's.
The early stuff for him was good.
United States Championship, Solo versus Jacob Fatu. And I'm going to pick Fatu again. I picked him last time. I'm picking Fatu again. At some point, he's got to win this match.
If I just keep picking Jacob Fatu, eventually I'll be right. I will still stick with Solo Sikoa. Jacob is already more popular, but I think a longer story of him chasing Solo is worthwhile. I also think that they've been trying to build up Solo for so long, and it's never quite solidified. So him having a title, it goes leaps and bounds more into making that a reality.
Fair enough.
And plus, he's got a small army right now.
He does.
So I feel like Solo still wins this one.
Every time I put on something and there's Hillary sees Solo come out, she's like, "There's more of them. Who's that guy now?"
Where do they keep coming from? That family tree really is huge.
It is, man. Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I want Styles to win. I can't see Mysterio lose. I cannot see Dominic Mysterio losing.
This is the thing we were in. I don't know if it was WrestleMania or recently. Whatever the last AJ Styles match was, I went out. There's a whole limb about how it's got to be AJ Styles. And it wasn't even close to being AJ Styles. But I'm still going to do it.
If I keep picking AJ Styles,
eventually he was going to win something. He's been getting a bit of a push. And he's got this recent appearance at TNA. And he's clearly not retiring yet, like it seemed he was for a hot second. He was very funny last week on TV.
He just showed up as a janitor in one segment.
He was a different people in all throughout the whole night, just basically stalking Dom. Dom doesn't need a title to be over. Dom is incredibly over as his character right now. And in fact, losing the title could play a role in the next love triangle storyline chapter.
I do think him losing would help move the Judgment Day story along.
Yeah.
So that, and I'm sorry to say this, so that we can be done with it.
I also think him losing it when they all have gold would be
funny.
Great. So, yeah, I'm gonna say AJ Styles wins.
Okay.
I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm okay.
I need a love letter to his wrestling.
I'm okay with being wrong.
All right, then we have the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Oh, this is
what is this, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, a 6-way tag team match. A TLC, so it's Tornado, which I love. I love Tornado tag matches.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Wyatt Six, who are your current champions. DIY, Street Profits, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix. Who's Fraxium? It's Axiom and
Frazier, something Frazier.
Okay,
I don't remember his full name. Hold on, wait. Nathan Fraser. Nathan Fraser.
Joe Frazier, the boxer.
Fraser Crane,
the actor.
Fraser Crane, the actor.
Niles Crane.
Oh.
Different guy. Michael Caine.
Thumb goes on the outside. Niles.
I had a. Okay. This has nothing to do with our podcast, but you'll find this funny.
Okay.
So I came up with a bit while I was walking around by myself the other day that only I would find funny, which is why I'm going to share with all of you. And it is Walter Brennan trying to explain to you who he is. And it's because he was the kooky guy in John Wayne films, like he was the kooky old man. So it was like, oh yes, I was in Rio Bravo. Like, oh no, that was The Road to El Dorado. That was that was El Dorado. That was a different film. That one had Dean Martin in it. No, that was a cartoon called The Road to El Dorado. Very good movie. Very different movie though. No, the movie was Dean Martin. You're thinking of Ricky Martin. No, that was Ricky Nelson, who coincidentally was in Rio Bravo with me. You
came up with a whole solid bit.
I was walking around the church and I was like, oh, nobody will find this. Nobody will get this. But I will.
That was good, though. That's a good voice, too.
Yeah, thank you.
That was that classic prospectory voice.
That was what it was, because there's this scene in Rio, and it comes from me making fun of this scene in Rio Bravo where Ricky Nelson and Dean Martin are singing "My Rifle, My Pony, and Me," and it's this beautiful purple eyes in the valleys, and then they get done with it, and Walter Brennan goes, "Oh, that was real pretty, though." It's like, gosh.
Way to crap on the moment.
That was a real pretty song you did, dear.
You mentioned it. It was quite the ear tickle right there. I liked it.
Anyway, that turned into Pete from the Goofy movie.
Well, you know, Goof. I told you, you gotta keep that kid in line.
So wrestling.
Is this what our podcast? It's just us doing voices, and not even good voices.
Not good voices. Yeah, not good. Bad impressions.
I tried to tell you, Goof. Maxie.
So much more I wanted to say. So anyway, do I need to read the names of people in this match again?
Wyatt Six, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits, DIY, Fraxium, and Andrade and Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick this one because there is no direct opponent.
Yeah.
They are all the opponents of the Wyatt Six because the Wyatt Six have just been attacking the tag team division, which has been fun. But like it makes it impossible to choose a winner in this match. I feel like all 6 teams have equal opportunity to win.
I'd like to see DIY as champions.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling though that we're going to be seeing Motor City Machine Guns.
You think so?
Getting a push pretty soon.
I'm doing Fraxium.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because
that was a fun bit to do.
Yeah.
That was fun that we just did.
They haven't done much yet, and they're very good. And they're very entertaining.
I don't think either one of us has any clue. Any solid.
No. This is literally, I wrote in my notes, this is just a guess, a pure guess.
Yeah.
I feel like most of these teams are equally as popular. As each
what
other.
if it all comes down to this match, though? Like, we get tied up, and it's like, this is it.
Well, at least we picked different people. Did you pick? I'm sorry, you said Motor City Machine Guns
I said Motor City Machine Guns, and you went with Fraxium?
Yeah, I'll do Fraxium.
All right. And then that leads us to our last match of the pay-per-view. Probably the last match of the pay-per-view. Hopefully. The Undisputed WWE Championship. It is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a SummerSlam street fight. Where are they? They're in Vegas again? No, they're not in Vegas. Where are they this time?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, Matthew. It's in New Jersey.
Oh.
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
I just don't think they're taking it off of Cena.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I thought for the longest time that this was going to be a just like you said.
Yeah.
The Chekhov's gun theory is like if we're introducing, talking about the first 2-night SummerSlam ever, it's going to be the biggest thing in the world. Then yeah, you want a big WrestleMania 40 style ending where Cody Rhodes wins it back at SummerSlam after this villain John Cena thing. But John Cena still has 12 appearances left after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And that easily stretches to Survivor Series. He's on the poster for Survivor Series. Survivor Series, I think, is going to be his last appearance. And so I feel like they're going to play it out as that is the final chance to both save wrestling and maybe even save John Cena's soul or whatever by having him lose cleanly.
Yeah.
Then. So I think Cena wins. But I do think, because Cody Rhodes did the whole, I want the real John Cena.
Yeah.
I want him talking what's his name on the camera? Stu? Whoever he talks to when he comes out?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Stu?
I think it's Stu.
Something like that. Stu, Lou, something. Anyway, want him talking
Fraser
like that.
Crane?
I want him, full music. I want, the whole thing. And I think we get that. I think maybe John Cena falls in love a little bit with wrestling again at SummerSlam. Because I think he's going to get cheered.
I think so he's doing this whole like I'm gonna ruin wrestling.
Right.
Which I feel like they really dropped the ball with like him getting R-Truth. Like they could have played it off as like I got R-Truth fired. This is how I ruin wrestling by taking away everything. But I think like at the very end of whatever his last match is gonna be, at the very end of it, like he realizes what it all truly means, and he's just like, I think his last match, he literally lays down for the pin.
Maybe.
Like at the very end of the match, like did the whole thing, and then he just kind of is like, "No, I'm done," and just count
like
out or something.
Have a big match.
Yeah.
Make it a banger, and then have a moment.
Yeah.
With whoever he's facing. It might be Cody, it might be someone else, but just smile. Yeah,
I think whoever the next, I think whoever takes the title off of John Cena needs to be like, they need to be prepared to make him the next big thing. And I just right now, Cody Rhodes is already a big thing.
Yeah.
We don't.
But it might be Roman Reigns. That might be the time to get Roman Reigns back in. Because I'm not sure what he's doing after this. And Roman Reigns is a face now. So it might be that, and that might be the actual like
could be that
real handing off moment, the Rock and Hogan moment here.
Could be.
I don't know. A lot of things could happen with John Cena's last match. So I don't think he takes this.
Yeah, I don't
think he loses this title here.
I don't think so either. I'm going to pick Cena. Sounds like you're picking Cena as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Make fun of the way I type. I type with these 3 fingers, these 6 fingers.
Oh, you type like that?
Yeah, I do. It's ugly. It's hideous. Sometimes
weird.
I pop in this little finger right here. Sometimes I pop in this little, this ring finger. Just every once in a while, like a cue up there. If I got to put a...
I mean, at least you can kind of type.
Kind of.
A lot of this generation can't type. They just use their phone. Thumb typing. They can thumb type a lot better than I can.
That's true.
I poke on the phone.
Put your glasses down, looking at it.
Actually, I take it back. I don't even poke. I just word to text, and I don't even care if they get it wrong. I'm in that level.
So many people in my life word to text, and I always am like, "Are you having a stroke? Are you okay?"
Oh man.
Anyway, well, that is. Is there something in my hair? I just caught like my reflection. I was like, "Oh, there's something been sticking up this whole time." Whatever. I don't care. I do though. Well, that is our first show back. Looks like we made it. Man, isn't this the best?
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thunk?
Not me.
Not me. We're here. Well, we are so excited for SummerSlam, and hopefully 2 nights won't wear us out. Hopefully this is the last time we switch to a 2 nights though.
This better be the only other one.
Let's just make those two nights, and that's
gosh, it would be really easy for them to justify a 2-night Royal Rumble.
I cannot do 24 pay-per-views. I can't.
I'm already having a hard time recently because we had the freaking Saturday night main event, and then the Evolution thing, and then the SummerSlam, all in like a
little bit
4-week period. That's too much.
Yep,
it's too much.
Yeah,
not everything needs to be a big event.
Doesn't.
I really like the Saturday night main event stuff, but I also think they're killing me.
Yeah,
it's too much.
I don't have to watch it.
Yeah,
we don't have to.
Let's do a special Saturday night main event thing in between the secondary pay-per-view after the Rumble and the 3-month period you take to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because that's it's like 7 weeks. It's a long time. Do it there.
Fair enough.
Leave it there.
Well, those are our picks, and that's our show. And like I said, we're gonna be back. We are now doing a 12-month schedule.
Pretty much.
So I was wrong. I guess we are having seasons, but it's kind of in line with wrestling seasons.
You gotta be able. Yeah, you gotta be able to judge your
how things are going.
Productivity. Yeah.
And we're so glad to be back. We hope that you guys are glad we're back, and we will be back here for the Clash in Paris, where they better go by LeBron's.
LeBron's.
But don't just check out us. Check out everything else that you have going on with the LTN podcast network. Lots of great stuff that has still been going on because everybody else has their lives together, and I'm just trying to survive. Just trying to keep my head above water.
For 2 seconds.
Longer. 2 seconds. I'm trying to. Oh my gosh! I forgot about baby Kurt Angle. And I just saw him
staring at you.
He's just there. Man. All right.
There's a lot of lore there. Can't get into it right now.
Yeah, I was trying to explain that to somebody who was like, you just have to be there to get it. But anyway, but that is our show. We hope you'll come back. We hope you stay with us through all these pay-per-views, through all the wrestling news. And until then, my name's John. His name's Matt. His name is Radio Matthews.
Radio Matthews. It would be Matthews. That's what.
If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
I tell you, it was a good one.